The time was coming when the Jews were going to celebrate the Passover meal, which was the time where they celebrated all that God had done, how he had passed over the people of Israel and had rescued them from Egypt, and how they had painted the blood of a lamb they'd killed on the doorpost. And when the angel passed over their houses, he didn't kill the firstborn in all of their Israelite houses, but he killed the firstborn in Egypt, where they didn't have any blood over their doorposts. In the same time now, the Jewish leaders were thinking, we must find a way to kill this man Jesus. And when Jesus was in a house, having a meal with some people, and a woman came in carrying an expensive perfume, and she poured it on Jesus' head. And his disciples were angry and said, why is she wasting all that perfume? It could have been sold for a lot of money and given to the poor. And Jesus said, the poor you'll always have with you, but you won't always have me with you. What this woman has done is something very special. She's anointed me for my burial. Immediately, Judas, one of Jesus' followers, went out and said to the religious leaders, what will you give me to betray Jesus? 30 pieces of silver, give it to me. And he looked for a time when he could betray Jesus. And Jesus said to two of his followers, as the time was coming closer to the festival where they would celebrate the Passover, he said to two followers, go into the town and look for a man who's carrying a water jar. When you find him, follow him. When you come to the house where he is, ask the owner of the house, my master needs to have a place to share in the fellowship of the Passover. So they did exactly what Jesus said. They found the man, they found the house, and they prepared a room upstairs for Jesus to have the meal. That evening in the meal, Jesus said to his followers, I tell you the truth, I have so longed to have this meal with you. I won't celebrate this meal with you until it's given its full meaning in God's kingdom, where you will be with me. And he said to them, I'm going to die, but after I've risen, I will meet you in Galilee. And he said, one of you will betray me. They all said, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? And Jesus said, the one who's dipping bread with me in the meal right now is the one who'll betray me. And Judas was there with Jesus, dipping. And Judas said, is it me? And Jesus said, you've said it. Judas immediately left the place to go and speak with the religious leaders. Then Jesus took some of the bread and he broke it and he said, this represents my body. And he took the wine at the end of the meal and he said, this represents my blood, which will be poured out for the forgiveness of sins of many people as an agreement between God and his people. And then, when they'd finished the meal, they sang a song and they went out to the Mount of Olives. As they were going, Jesus said, you will all run away from me. As the scripture says, I will strike the shepherd and the sheep will flee. Peter said, even if all these blokes run away, I will never run away from you, Jesus. And Jesus said, Peter, I tell you the truth, before the cock crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. Master, I will never deny you. I will even die for you. And all his followers said, yes, Master, we will never deny you. We will die for you.